Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So we have done with the easy problem of arrays and now we'll be shifting to medium problem of arrays. Okay. So for that, right, you need to know the concept of hash map. Okay. You need to know the concept of hash map. So if you are already aware of hash map, right, what is hash map? So basically hash map is called in Java. Okay. You can say map is called in C++ and dictionary is called in Python. All are same thing. Okay. But like in this video, right, I will not go deep into I'll not go deep very much. I'll just tell you basic syntax and basic functionality so that you can solve problems. When I'll be solving specific problem of these topics, right, then we will go into deep in each of them. But yeah, in this video, it will be a basic overview and you will just be able to solve the problems involving these. Okay. So if you are a Java developer, if you code in Java, you can skip to hashmap section. The timestamps are given in the description. If you are a C++, you can shift, and similarly for the Python. Okay. So let's start. Let's start first with Java. Okay. All right. So what is hashmap, guys? What is hashmap? So guys, hashmap is a data structure in which data is stored in the form of key value pairs. What do you mean by that? Let's see. So if you remember, when we were learning about array. So what is array? Array is a data structure in which the elements are stored contiguously, right? Together, like adjacent to each other. So if let's say this is 104 address and 5 is here, if here is 7, so it will be 1008 address. Okay. So array is a data structure in which you store data contiguously, like together. And similarly, hash map is a data structure where you store data in the form of key value pairs. So key is a unique. Key needs to be unique. And value is the corresponding value of that key. Okay, let's see example. So it will be better clear. Let's say so this key could be of any data type, right? This key could be it could be you can say integer, or it could be a string. Okay, and value also could be of any data type. So let's say you have this hash map. Okay, here we will write the key and here we'll write the value of that key. So we have key as 5 and its value is, let's say, 0. So this is basically an integer hash map. That is, the key is of integer data type and values of integer data type. Or what I can have some another hash map in which I have, this is my key, this is my value. I have key as a string, let's say A, and its value is also a string. So basically this is a string hash map. That is, the data type of key is string and data type of value is also a string. Or value could be integer also. So then it will be what? It will be a integer string hash map. Integer data type of key and string is the data type of value. Or here you can have a boolean also. Alright. Like let's say true. Then this will be what? String boolean hash map. Okay. So now let's understand how we can add these key, how first we can create a hash map in Java. Okay, how we can create a hash map? See, we have a library which is called hashmap. you use that. So we write something like Hashmap. We then give the data type of the key and data type of the value. So let's say my data type of the key is integer and the data type of value is also integer. Then you can give a name to the hash map. Let's say we called it as h1. Then we write new hash map. New hash map. And then we give brackets and semicolon. So this is how you create a hash map. Now, after that, when you have to add keys in this hash map, right? You write h1 dot the name of the hash map, then put. Okay. Then you give the key and the value here. So let's say my so it's if integer, right? So I add key as 2 and value as 4. So in a hash map, which is h1, this will be stored something like this. So this is your key and this is your value. Okay. If you want to know more about it, I would highly recommend just go through this article. Okay. You have this article here of Hashmap, in which you can clearly see how you can create a hash map. So you can just go through this article to learn more about hash map function. So this function which I have discussed here, right? This one, put. This is one function. Then there are remove and some other functions also, which you can remove a key from a hash map and all that. So if you want to know more about it, you can go through this article. So here you see that we are creating a hash map of in key data type as integer and value as string. Okay. Okay. So guys, whenever I'm creating a video, right, any one of my friends just calls me that time only. Okay. So yeah. Okay. After that, like if you go to the bottom right, you can see a lot of functions like put. This they have created here a string comma integer map. So hash map. So here string is the data type of key and integer is the data type of value. And then you're putting it string as key and integer as value. And this is how they check whether the hash map contains a specific key or not. So if you need to check, right, that whether Vishal is present in the map or not, so you can just check this like this. Okay, and this is how you get the value. So I'm just giving an overview, right? We will discuss detail when we go through the topic. But yeah, just to solve some of array problems, you need to know this. So this is for Hashmap in Java. I will give this link in the description. You can check this link out to know more about Hashmap. Okay, awesome. Now let's move to C++. So we have map in C++. Okay, and specifically in map, we will be discussing here unordered map. We will be discussing unordered map. Again, all the other type of maps we will discuss once we reach to the hash map, to the map topic. But yeah, just for array medium problems, I'm just discussing this. Okay. So again, what is unordered map? Unordered map, you can say, is a data structure that stores data in the form of key value pair. So if you remember, guys, when we discussed about arrays, right, we discussed that array is a data structure which store elements contiguously, that is adjacent to each other. So if you see 5, 7, 6, right, let's say if this address is 1004, then this address will be 1008 and this will be 1012 because 4 bytes, right? So array is a data structure which stores value next to each other, and map, or specifically unordered map, is a data structure that stores data in the form of key value pairs. What does that mean? See. So basically, this is a unordered map. So here you will have a key and you have a value associated with that key. Okay. So let's say my key is 5. So value could be 7. So this could be any data type and this could be any data type. But key is always unique. Okay. Key is always unique. So you cannot have something like you have 5 and again you have 5 with some different value. This is not possible. Key should always be unique. Okay, so key could be any data type, value could be any data type. All right. Okay, so let's see basically how we can create unordered map. So for unordered map, right, first of all, you have to include this library, which is hashtag include unordered map underscore unordered map. Okay, and then you have to write unordered underscore map, and you have to give the data type of the key and data type of the value. So let's say our data type of key is integer and the value is also integer, just like here. Then we give a name to the map, unordered map, let's say M1, and then we write, so we just write it like this. Okay. Okay, so this is how, like, let's say if your map, unordered map has key as string, okay, and value as integer. So it will be something like this. Let's say string is Ayushi and value is 5. So this is your key and this is your value. So this is a unordered map having string as key and having value as integer. Okay, if you want to know more about unordered maps, I would highly recommend just go through this article. Here you will see different functions, how you can work with unordered map. So you include this library, then you create an unordered map of string data type for key and integer data type for value. Then this is how you add in the map. So how will you add here? See. So let's say we have created this M1 map, right? So here M1, and let's say I have to add this key. So I will write in the square brackets the key and assign equal to, and then we give the value. So this is how you add key value pairs in map, unordered. Okay, then there are different functions also, like if you want to get, so let's say you want to traverse this map, right? Let's say you have created this map, so I'll just quickly create a map, right? Let's say we have created this map. This here will be the key, here will be the value. Okay, let's say key is Ayushi 5, then we have Sharma as 7, and then we have DSA as 8. Okay, so there are 3 key value pairs in your map. Now you have to iterate on this map, right? Let's say you have to get one by one all these key value pairs. So how you will write? You will just go through, you will use a loop for auto. You can use auto data type. Okay, and then just you write here. Okay, something like this, that you then just go auto, and then you go to the map, the name of the map, and then one by one you will get the pair. So how you can get the key from that pair? So let's say here is your map. Let's say name of the map is M1. So M1 dot, so this is V means the first pair, right? So you can get the key of that pair using V dot first. This will give you the key. So here, let's say if this is the pair, Ayushi will come out to be the key, and V dot second, that is will be the value. So that will be 5, which is 5. Okay. So this is how, like, you can go through this article. So to know more about how to, what are different functions and difference between map and all of this thing, you will see a lot of functions which you can use here. Okay. Like find, okay, and begin, end. So I would highly recommend just go through this article. You will get the link in the description. Awesome. Which is dictionary. Okay, we have dictionary in Python. Okay, so what is a dictionary? Let's see that. Okay, so dictionary in Python is a data structure to store values, to store values in key value pair. pair. Okay. So what does that mean? If you guys remember, right, when we discussed about array, so we understood that in array or a list, we store elements contiguously, like adjacent to each other. So if let's say here is 5, here is 7, so 5 address will be 1004 and then 7's address will be 1008. That is 4 bytes. So these elements in an array are stored next to each other, right? Adjacent. So that is one data structure. Other data structure, which is dictionary, is that in which you store data. You can say store data in key value place. Okay, let's see how. So let's say you have a dictionary. Okay, you have a dictionary. Key is the, and this is the value. So let's say your key is 5 and the value is 2. And 7 is a key, then value is 5. Okay, just make sure that you cannot add 5 again as the key because the key should be unique. Okay, a same key, you can say same key cannot have 2 or more values. That is, a key can have only one value. Okay, so here this is not possible. This is not possible. Alright, so let's quickly see how we can create a dictionary. So in order to create a dictionary, right, you have to write D is equal to, then you give curly braces, brackets, and then you just write the key. Let's say key is a string and the value colon is 5. Similarly, you can give another key which is DSA and then you can give another value as 7. So this is how you create a dictionary. If you want to get the value from the dictionary, so if you want to, let's say, get the value of this key, so you write the name of the dictionary and then you give the key and then you get, and if you print this, right, if you print this thing, you will get D in the dictionary. What is the value of this key, which is 5, so you get 5. Okay, if you want to know more about dictionary, right, you can just go through that this article. I will give the link in the description. Here you can see how we can create a dictionary and how we can have different functions on the dictionary and do different things. So here they have created a dictionary and then they're printing it. Okay, a lot of things are there in a dictionary. So yeah, like if you want to give the value, so 0 is the key and geeks is the value. So any data type could be key, any data type could be value. So any data type could be key and any data type could be the value. Okay, so guys, I hope you understood dictionary. I would give the link in the description. Just go through that GFG article, and if you have any doubts, let me know in the comments. From next video we will proceed with medium problem of arrays. So see you there. Bye.